Hello everybody, and welcome to the Ronald S. Show. This is, I really don't know. I kind of just had this idea to make this video. I've actually been wanting to make a video like this for a while, so let's test it out and see what happens. Hopefully good. Today's topic, Webtoon. Specifically, one Webtoon. When you think of Webtoons, what does your mind automatically go to? Well, mainly, some would go to unordinary, lore Olympus, down to earth, got a high school, Tower of God, you know, all that stuff. What if I was to tell you that there's a webtoon out there that's really, really good that you've never read before? I dare say it's one of the greatest webtoons actually on there. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about I Don't Want This Kind of Hero. For those of you who don't know, I Don't Want This Kind of Hero is a webtoon created by Sam Chun. I really hope I'm saying that name correctly. And it's about a bunch of, well actually, it's to get an accurate representation of what it's about, why don't I just read synopsis. Naga is a high school student with psychic powers, gets recruited into a crime-fighting organization, Spoon. He and its teammates, oh crap, I did not know I'd have to read these. I'm trying my best, but no promises, I might butcher it. He and his teammates, Hanya and Sasa, work together to save the world. Can they defeat Knife and find world peace? I don't know. Can they? Now, one thing that I would like to say right off the bat is that if you're not sure if this is something for you, you can check out episode 0, the prologue, which is just a day in the life of what these people deal with every day. If I were to give it an opinion to types of anime that I could see this relating to, I would definitely have to say Dorarara or Bongo Stray Dogs. So if you're really into any of those series, then this webtoon is the one for you. Basically, this world is fantastic with its heroes, villains, the conviction, the story, the plot. It is honestly one of the greatest type of stories that I've actually seen. I'm just giving my opinion of what I believe is to be one of the greatest well-written stories there is. Okay, so who is Naga? What is Naga? Well, in chapter 1, Naga is an average high school student that really wants to get into university. My name's Naga. I'm in my second year of high school. What makes me special is that I don't have anything that makes me special. Yeah, that's a bold-faced lie right there, Naga. Like most high school students, my day-to-day life is pretty dull. And from there, his life changes. At his high school, he gets recruited by the hero organization, Spoon. Why was named Spoon? I have no idea, but you know what? Who cares? It's that type of wacky, insane, in the membrane type of humor that really I love and enjoy about this series. This series doesn't really mean to take itself too seriously. At least that's what it wants you to think. This really has a well-developed story, especially when you get into the Knife organization. Now, Spoon's endgame in this whole story is a bit of a mystery, honestly. It's not really known what they want to do. And, without me accidentally spoiling it, but the way that the characters are written are really well thought out in this story. You have Naga, the average high school student with psychic powers that just wants to live a normal life. In fact, the only reason why he decides to team up with Spoon in the first place after rejecting them multiple times is purely because he would get community service and a good, well-written letter, Dream University, to let him in there. But throughout the story, Naga has to learn to deal with the convictions of being a hero, what's important, and just how damaged society is when it comes to the hero organization and the hierarchy of everything. You know, there are like theoretical things he has to think about in his mind as he develops, like, what would I be if I didn't have my powers, or is this really worth doing in the long run? And you know, the fight scenes are fantastic, and there's like a certain part that I really want to say, but I can't because that's not inside the access thing. It's in the fast pass area. But like, oh my god, if I could do something like dub it, if I was allowed to dub this whole series, or even if this even got an anime adaptation, and if I was able to actually be in charge of providing the English dub for it, that would be the dream right there, because how several of these arcs, especially the one I'm thinking about, where the choices and the choices and the stakes that were on the line, and the choices made during that specific moment really hindered and changed how everything was. It's because of that I always wanted to read more, and I enjoyed the heck out of it, because that's really well writing right there, you know? Some of it you couldn't see coming, some of it you did. The anticipation, it's really good. Each one of these characters has his or her own reason for this. And at one point, the main villain, Moribake, I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce his name, but that's what I've been calling him when I read it. Moribake, even though he is the main villain, you start to feel in regards to that character his humble beginnings, I guess, to then him derailing and being a freaking psychopath. But that's not important. I want to say, maybe. I'm sorry if I'm being a bit vague in regards to stuff, because technically this is a completed webtoon, so you're gonna have to daily read or fast pass if you wanna, you know, figure out what's going on there. please don't hit me with the cease and desist webtoon, please. Now, one thing about this world that is very unique considered all our world is the fact of mythical creatures, an animal or person with supernatural abilities. So this world, almost any and everybody has some sort of power or ability or something like that. They're not normal. Mermaids, vampires, shikigami, fox girls, waifus, uwu, any and everything exists in this world, from witches to psychics to bird people, and by that I mean them having the ability. Actually, now that I think about this, two types of bird people. I will say though, that's weird because some people have like animal abilities, like obviously the assistant guy Hinya. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it up. He's like a panda, obviously, so I mean you could get that from like his color scheme, his hair, his clothing. And then you have like Naga, who's just a psychic who can fly, teleport, and all this stuff. But like, there's not really an animal that can do that. But you know what? Who cares? If you think about it, it's like My Hero Academia in a way. No, don't go in the comments saying, "Oh my God, it's My Hero Academia." No. This was out before My Hero Academia, I think. Trust me on this, guys. You really, really, really want to check out this series. It is fantastic, and you will love it if you give it a chance. Currently up on Webtoon, they have the first 8 chapters available for anyone. Well, I say 8, but technically it's 9. The prologue counts as well. They're the first 9 chapters up and available up on Webtoons. Give it a read. Tell me what you think. Just give it a try, you know? Now, both organizations, both Spoon and Knife, good and evil, have their own in-game convictions. They all have their problem. With Spoon being how corrupt and wicked the Hero Society, or not the Hero Society, but the Hero Agency truly is, with a hierarchy of who's important to save first, and even if lives are even important in some cases, that they have to deal with, in the corruption of just how corrupt everything is. I'm saying this a lot, but I'm really trying to sell this. The first few arcs, you're saying there, it's like, well, it's a hero agency, so, you know, everything's gonna be fine. But then as you slowly get in there, you're like, no, oh God, this is really bad in how this is run. And with Knife, their end game is basically just to cause havoc and mayhem. There's also a secret thing that the boss Moribake wants, but it's really just mayhem. But you really start to feel bad for the other members. You really start to feel bad for the other members of Knife when you realize that they were either forced into this, or it's over something like they're doing this for love, or because this was just how things were and how society truly made them. Except for Moribaki, he was always a bad egg. Well, I want to say at a specific point, that's when he turned out a bad egg, but like, it's kind of his fault for sticking around that way, you know? But seriously, guys, if you want me to follow up on this, I can maybe go into more of a in-depth video about it. This was more of a awareness video to tell you about this awesome webtoon that's just been sitting there, you know? It really hasn't gotten much attention. So that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, to bring awareness to it, because this is a really great story, and it would be a shame that this got left out due to the fact that, you know, you just don't really know about it, you know? But yeah, let me know if you guys want a more in-depth video about this series and the world. Obviously, I'm not the best guy to do this. Check out my boys Acel and Shy. I don't know why I keep messing up with the Shy Chef. You know, they do better in-depth analysis videos in regards to this stuff. You know, links in the description to them. Yeah, go subscribe to them and look at their videos. Tell them Anime Star sent ya. Or just tell me if you want me to dub a chapter of this, you know, because why not? You know, I got time now. I got a little bit of time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I really hope you consider giving this a read. Bye!